I'm Bonnie Morse, and welcome to another edition of the Bedlam Boys. Joining me today are my husband, Mark, well, parts of Mark, and my old cat, Murphy Sloane, who is named for one of the characters that you're going to be meeting today. Murphy is almost 15 years old, which means he's been with me for almost as long as it took to write the book. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Try not to judge me. Okay, we're still reading from chapter 2, and I'm just going to kind of drop you in the middle and see what happens. It was after midnight when Nikki returned, his pale face tired and drawn. "Go okay?" Julian asked without rising. "Not bad. Some dumb fuck tried to ambush us and shot Devo in the arm. He's all right." "These assholes never learn, do they?" he said, laughing softly. "Did you get him?" Toby did. Faraday apologized for about an hour straight, like he didn't set it up. "I hate this Mickey Mouse bullshit." "We'll be rid of them soon enough," Julian said grimly. He knew how the drug runners were thinning out. He used to be one of them. "Better get the money while we can." "I heard that. How was everything here?" For the first time he seemed to notice his sister, who still slept fitfully on the sofa. "I could sure tell she's related to you," Julian said. "She's a crybaby and kind of a bitch." "You've never seen me cry," Nikki grinned and took the beer bottle from Julian's hand. It was Julie's third, and he let it go quickly without allowing Nikki's hand to touch his. "And you don't know from bitch until you meet our mother. Not that there's any chance of that anymore." He tipped the bottle back and drained it, making Julian wince. Julie would no more drink after another man than he would kiss one. "I'm going to put her to bed now. You ought to get Murphy and take off." "Yeah, I'm going." He got up slowly, stretching his long body thoroughly in spite of Nikki's thoughtful gaze, and staggered a little when he tried to walk. "Are you okay to drive?" Nikki asked. "You think I'm going to get pulled over?" "No, but you might run into something." "Yeah, and you might fuck a woman. Mind your business, Beck, and I'll mind mine." "You know best," Nikki shrugged. He waited until Julie moved away and then knelt to wake his sister. But Morgan groaned and burrowed deeper into the soft leather, refusing to open her eyes. Nikki uncovered her, smoothing her skirt down over her thighs in almost the same motion, and made as if to lift her. Julian saw what he was going to do a second before he did it, and cleared his throat in that way that meant the same as the touch on the arm that he would never give. Nikki paused and turned to him. "Are you serious?" Julian said dryly. "You don't even outweigh her." "Of course I do, by 20 pounds at least. And what happened to minding your business?" "You can't even hold yourself up," Julian scoffed. "Not that it makes any difference to me, but you're sick." "I just need something to eat." But he was sick. It had been a terrible day. "Let me take her. I can't stand those seizures of yours." "Should have left when you had the chance," Nikki smiled, stepping out of the way. "Story of my life." Julian crouched and pulled Morgan's arm over his shoulder. She stirred but didn't open her eyes, and he rose effortlessly, holding her against his chest. His hand slipped up her thigh as he adjusted his grip, and Nikki gave him a dark look. They'd get her some pants first thing, he decided, as he led Julian to his room. Julie laid her down in the big bed and backed away as Nikki crowded in on him. It was obvious that he was using Julian's fear to hurt him out of the way, and Julie fought back with the only weapon he had. "Need any help?" he asked with a cheerfully speculative grin. "Saw it off," was Nikki's response. "You know, someday I'm going to find out what that means." "Keep watching Blackadder, and I'm sure you will. Don't forget Murphy," he added, and turned his back. Julian went into the library and roused his unofficial partner, who was dozing over a first-edition Catcher in the Rye, by kicking a leg of his chair. Murphy Sloane woke with a start, reaching instinctively for the assault rifle that leaned against the bookcase. Julian stopped him with a sharp "Oi!" and Murphy sat up straight, rubbing his eyes with scarred, misshapen hands. "Time to go, Julie?" he asked sleepily. "Yeah." A look of near tenderness crossed his face, and he picked up the rifle while Murphy dragged himself out of the comfortable chair. This was his one weakness, this broken and mutilated shell of a man who depended on him for almost everything. Julian had been taking care of him for 5 years now, and though he would never speak the word love, there was a decided bond between them that kept Julie fulfilled and Murphy sane. "Did we have supper?" he asked, following Julian out of the house. "Yeah, but it was hours ago. Want to stop and get something on the way home?" Murphy did, so they went to Burgerville, staying in the car so as not to be recognized. But the girl in the drive-thru smelled alcohol and called the police after they were gone. She gave the license plate, and the dispatcher promised to send someone right over. But Julian drove home at a leisurely pace and was not intercepted, though he passed several patrol cars along the way. So the power isn't quite all where we thought it was. It's spread out pretty nicely, I think. And I hope that you've enjoyed this couple of pages and our visit with Murphy Sloane and Mark, who takes on the role of Julian as Murphy Stabilizer here in our house. Remember to pick up your own copy. Let's see if I can get it in the picture again. There we go. Whee! Okay. Oh, Mark's going to help me. You're covering the title, pet. That's okay. Anyway, all the information is in the border as always, and I'll see you next time.